Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Glynn Johnson part number OHPART.10419. This is a conversion kit is what it is. And we'll take a visual tour of the conversion kit, what's in the package. Installation instructions, they're linked to down below as well. You're going to get a friction bolt and a nut, then a couple of friction sliders. That's everything that's in this package. Okay, just a couple of basic dimensional properties. The overall length of the slider looks like it's just shy on 2 inch. Overall width about 1/4 inch. Overall height, this might actually be the width actually, about 1/4 inch as well. Now, why would you buy this? What is it for? Why do you need it, if at all? Let's discuss that now. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here's why you'd probably end up using this. Many years ago, back in the old days of overhead stops and holders, if you needed to change from one function to the other, you needed to buy an entire new unit, and that could cause trouble itself. You'd have a client calls and says, yeah, I ordered all these overhead holders, and the inspector came by and said I had to remove them. Why is that? Let me guess. Are they fire-rated doors? Yes. You can only have a stop on such an item like that. So at some point, I believe in the 90s, the manufacturers, especially Glynn Johnson, obviously, started to produce conversion kits, meaning you could take that hold open and convert it to, a stop. Well, in the case for this client in particular, literally ordered a holder, and it became clear that that's not the right function. That function is not suiting what they thought they were getting, and what they thought they were getting was a friction style. So you have stop in terms of overhead holders, and stop is pretty self-explanatory. It's going to stop the door at a certain point. In fact, it's the proper piece of equipment to do such a thing. Crash chains, hinge pin door stops, arms on closers. These are not considered the proper way to control a door in its degree of opening. There's then holders. That's pretty obvious as well. Takes the door, holds it open in that position until you push it back closed. Obviously, you can't use that on a fire-rated door. So you have stops and holders. Then you have friction. Friction is an unusual one. You don't see it often, but you'll know it when you see it. You'll have a slide track installed on a door, and the role of the friction style is that whatever degree of opening you put the door, it will stay there. It won't move by being just unintentionally touched. It won't creep closed or creep open because of maybe a misalignment or a jam not being installed, true plumb level and square. A friction is used in, where I see them, in patient rooms and hospitals where they want that oversized, that 3/6, 3/8 door to the bathroom. They want to be able to put it in a position and it'll stay there until they move it to another position, but not necessarily closed or open, just ajar. Changing environmental conditions like, air pressure within the building can also make that door unintentionally move. You might just, make unintentional contact and it'll move. You want the door put there and to stay there, and a friction does that. Also not for use on fire doors. Fire doors need to be free, self-closing, self-latching, and free swinging. This would not permit a free swinging. So this client said, I need to buy an entire new 100 Series F. Hold on, let's check it out. Let's see if a conversion kit is available. Of course, we know that there is. Hold open to friction, that's easy. It's inexpensive. The client possesses the skills to take it apart, interpret the instructions, and make the appropriate change. Let's switch now to the screen view, and let's take a look at those installation instructions. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at. Let's take a look at the photographs that we have linked to down below. That's the package. That's everything in the package. Your 2 friction sliders, your bolt and your friction nut, profile of the slider, and then your bolt and nut. Now, installation instructions, they're linked to down below, and here they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split screen this situation that we have here. And that is not what we wanted. Okay, so instructions to convert hold open to friction happen to be here. I'm assuming that this is some sort of a organized list, so I'm going to go to the end of the catalog. Yeah, hold open to friction. Refer to figures 1 and 2. Well, let's do this. Over here, let's get figure 1 and 2 pulled up. Okay, so remove the overhead unit from the door. If the unit is in the hold open position, that's going to be problematic. Get it in the non-hold open position. According to the factory, there is no way to remove it from a hold open position once you have it removed from the door, even though this client was able to do it. I suspect that that involved a mallet. Now, slide the arm assembly out of the channel. That's easy enough. Remove the hold open bracket, which is down here, from the bottom of the channel by removing the screws at each end of the bracket from inside the channel. So that's all down here. Remove any grease from inside the channel. You don't want grease in there because this is going to be a friction hold open. You don't want to work against what you were about to do, so clean that out thoroughly. Insert the friction cam through the bottom of the slider. And what I had said earlier, this is the friction cam. Bottom of the slider, and attach with the friction nut on top of the slider. And that is shown in figure 2, actually. Friction cam and the nut. Okay. Place 2 friction spring and pad assemblies into each of the slider with the friction pads facing out. That you can see here when you study it. This piece of material right here. So that'll go on either side of the nut. Slide the arm assembly back into the channel with the T end of the slider away from the shock spring end of the channel. Reinstall the unit. Adjust the friction hold open tension as described in the installation instructions. You can set the amount of tension for that friction, and then again go back to the original installation instructions. And I do happen to have those instructions linked to here down below. It's at the bottom of page 1 on the left side. Using an 1/8 of an inch Allen wrench, hold screw shown in place while using 7/16 wrench to turn the jam nut clockwise until loose. Friction adjustment here. Okay, back down to the bottom of that page. Turn screw clockwise to increase, counterclockwise to decrease the friction tension. While holding the screw in place, turn the jam nut clockwise until tight. So there you go. Now, there is a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page. And when you click on that, you can pull up not only all of the Glynn Johnson products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation as seen here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the overhead door holders and stops catalog. Not a whole lot has changed in the world of Glynn Johnson overhead stops and holders that I'm aware of. You know, the 900 series, the 100 series, these are all very, very common. I should say the 90 series. All very common items. Heavy duty, standard duty. Glynn Johnson, the name is literally synonymous with this product. While other people make them, I don't know that anyone is nearly as infamous or notorious for overhead stops and holders as is Glynn Johnson. Let's wrap up this video on camera. In conclusion, I'm quite grateful that the manufacturer makes these conversion kits available because I'm not really a fan of spending money needlessly. Now, there's going to be times when, you know, a client's not capable of performing the change, whatever it is. There could be a large project and they bid what they were told to bid, they supplied what they were told to supply, and now the function has to change. You know, the general contractor might say, listen, I'll install whatever you tell me to install, here's the change. whether it be conversion kits or it be new units, whatever. This client, luckily, possesses, like many of our clients, a unique skill set when it comes to being mechanically inclined. So he was delighted when, we don't have to spend $150 or whatever it is. Spend a small amount of money and do the conversion yourself. Here it is. Very good quality technical support over at Glynn Johnson under the Allegiant umbrella. Her sister companies are Schlage, LCN, Von Duprin, Falcon, which Doormatic and Monarch are under, Zero, Ives, other names that don't really come into our mainstream as much, but you'd be able to search all that on their site. Any questions on the OHPART.10419, hold open to friction, conversion kit, or any other Glynn Johnson product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.